Oh, but about fucking time. Look who finally fucking showed up.
Oh,
Devin.
what's here before you?
I don't think you were. Well, first off, we've established no one can be here before me because I start the stream. Physically, nobody can be here. So I went to start the stream and I did a roll call and went, no. And guess who wasn't here? Devin.
Said I was gonna get up and get a drink, but I was here before you.
I don't think you were though. But what would you have been here for before me to be here before? Someone that was English.
Yeah.
Beefy Boys number 115.
Nope.
I can semi-promise on tonight's episode, me and Devin are not going to fight.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can semi-promise it. I think we can look back in retrospect though and go, was Devin exceptionally grumpy last week? I think so. Yes.
I was in a surprisingly foul mood in retrospect.
Yeah. I did. To be fair, for your sake, I did cut the argument out of the VOD. So like it didn't happen.
Well, no, that's what the people want to hear. They want drama.
Yeah, but you know what I don't want to hear? Arguing with my friends.
Well.
Based.
I mean, look, it's a combination, right?
One struggle.
It's a combination when you get in here and you're getting nagged and you're tired and then you freak out. But then you're like, wait, this is entertainment. I got to keep going, you know?
Oh, I see. This feels like cope, but that's fine. That's fine.
No,
that's fine.
I'm nothing if not an entertainer.
You know what? Okay, you know what? Fine. That's the attitude. That's what the attitude I want you to have. That's the attitude I want all of you to have. By the way, we are entertainers. Are we funny? Not really. No. Are we, anyone listening or watching? Sort of. But
we are cute though. We might not be funny, but we are cute.
You have to think. You have to think of ourselves in the way that like dudes like on the sidewalk, like playing for like two people standing there. Like they're giving it their all, right? Why can't we?
So true. Yeah.
I mean,
anyways,
cake. Just have fun.
Okay. I was making right before the stream. I was making s'mores again.
Well, this feels like a great way to segue just right into food chat because, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break this to you. This is breaking news, by the way. This is straight out of Beefy HQ. We don't have anything to talk about again.
Yeah.
It's like we're in that weird little period of time where like just everything's kind of hit a lull, and the only interesting things to talk about are either like too beefy or like sports hasn't started back up, you know. So there's not that.
I've got a couple ideas for later in the stream. We'll get to it.
I feel like we could talk about SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about food right now.
I have some content to pad it out with if necessary.
Okay.
I got something in mind.
Okay.
But yeah, if we want to start food chat,
go ahead.
Well, let's see. Yeah, for myself, and I guess Tony as well. I mean, we went out a couple times the past week, didn't we? We went to.
Did y'all do Wangs?
Yeah, we did wings a couple days ago.
Okay.
And it was in my opinion, it was an exceptional trip to Wingstop. The chicken was good as usual, but
I've noticed some fast food places that haven't really been on their game for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
The last few months have kind of been on their game.
I wonder if it's because they all noticed that like profits are slowing down. They're like, oh shit, people are getting tired of things being too expensive, so we better at least like get our shit together.
Like the last time I went to Little Caesars, it was like exceptionally good, and that, I mean, even by Little Caesars standards.
Yeah. Well, the big thing this time for this trip to Wingstop was, on top of the chicken being, you know, about as usual, pretty good. The fries were actually a little bit crisp by the time they made it here. Usually they're completely slogged up by the time they make it back to the apartment. This time, not so much. They actually retained some texture, and it was a lot better for it.
Fries?
In most cases, I would say no, actually, because again, the aforementioned issue with them being sogged up by the time you get them home pretty often, and that's not actually necessarily just this location. I think I've had that issue at other ones too. I think it's just how they make them. Somehow this time they retain some crisp. The main reason why we get them is because there's a meal deal that includes them, and it is a hefty amount of fries, so like it's a good value in terms of getting full. But
fellas, you never want to get sogged up.
No, absolutely not.
You never want to get sogged up.
And of course, Wingstop has a good ranch, so we appreciate that. But yeah, Wingstop was good. I think we did Taco Bell again in the past week. I think. I I was waiting for Tony to confirm that. I don't know what he's doing, but
Sorry, what?
I was asking, did we do Taco Bell again the past week? I think the second trip was before the last or after the last show. Because the two things we've done, we did Wingstop and we did Taco Bell, I think, as
Dude,
the two
I
things.
don't know.
I'm thinking, was there something else? I think it was just Taco Bell and Wingstop for the past week, as far as our major food things go. I think. Of course, I made my pork loin roast during the past week. It was pretty good. It was like one of the ones that Walmart sells for pretty cheap, and they're like pre-marinated. So, and it actually tasted pretty good. I mean, I added a little bit of extra seasoning to it because I got it. I doctor everything up, but it was pretty good actually. And it's like something somewhat over 2 pounds for like $8. It was a pretty good value, all said, for something that like I didn't have to think about making. I just pop it out of the package and throw it in the oven for an hour. So I'll probably get that again actually, because that was a pretty tasty couple days of meat. And made some baked potatoes with that, some veggies, etc.
All right, Taco Bell was last Wednesday because we got into the argument over you being late because of Taco Bell.
What was the other thing we did since the last show? Because I feel like we had two stops in the past week. Well, you tried a new Chinese place, didn't you?
I did. I think that's all we've done. I don't think we did anything over the weekend.
Could have sworn there was some other. Maybe not.
I feel like y'all talked about something, but I might have been thinking about the Wingstop thing.
I'm gonna fucking look back up in the chat because I'm kind of thrown off by this. I feel like there was one other thing.
Well, while you're doing that, I can get mine in real quick. It's not that interesting. So my mom's birthday was over the weekend, and being that dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cooked for her.
Nice.
'Cause I'm the best. I'm the greatest that's ever done it. I made a chicken Alfredo, delicious, by the way.
Big Alfredo guy.
Big Alfredo guy. We got a ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. That's about it. that
sounds good.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I want to get in mine in real quick. I was like, not a lot, but hey.
Yeah. Well, that's always good though. Hey, you had a sandwich today. You had a sandwich today. So.
Yeah, but I mean it's the same sandwich I have every week, so.
Yeah, but that's still a thing to talk about. I mean, come on.
It's really not though. I got the same exact. I got a sub on a club. I get a sub on a club every single week, more or less.
A sub on a club.
Club on a sub. Sorry. Dyslexia. Dyslexia. Sorry.
ESL, please understand.
Please understand. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that's interesting. Did they take the sub form factor and turn it into a club? That's interesting.
They do. Yeah. It's non-Euclidean.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I need to give Firehouse another chance. I know they're ranked pretty high up there in the sub chains category.
Let me pause you there real quick. What's a good plastid farm planet, or do you know off the top of your head?
I think every dark sector can drop them.
I'll look it up.
I think.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Among other things. Anyways, yeah, Firehouse is supposed to be pretty good. I think I've had it once. I probably need to try more things there. I mean, I know Jersey Mike's is good. I need to try Jimmy John's still too, and they have a new $10 meal deal, so that tempts me a little bit. I mean, I'm a big sub guy, and we have subs and such in town.
Mm-hmm.
I should go back there for another big salad bar experience.
Big subs and such guy?
Well, they got the salad bar. They got a good salad bar.
Yeah, dog hogged out when we went to subs and such.
And I could have kept going too. I feel like I kind of cut myself off because I'm sitting there fucking going like 10 rounds with the salad bar, and Tony's like sitting there.
To be fair,
yeah,
you put me in front of a salad bar, I'm going apeshit on it as well.
It's like fairly guilt free. Like even if I'm overindulging in calories, at least it's like fiber and stuff, you know?
Right.
This shit wasn't even a salad anymore. This plate was a slop stack.
He pulled the thing my dad does, where at that point it's like it's actually gone back into the negative.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I know how it sounds, but also I think the part of why he's saying that is I also add a lot of stuff he just doesn't like, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that he wouldn't add to a salad.
A lot of cheese.
Well, there's a little bit of cheese, but I also add like, I add mushrooms, I add onions. I think onions belong on all salads personally, but
so true. Many are saying this.
I'll add like bell peppers if they have them available. I'll do olives, fucking broccoli, whatever, like whatever they fucking got, I'll put on it. I like that's the whole appeal of the salad bar to me. It's like what I was saying about sandwiches a while back. It's like just the sheer variety of textures and tastes and different sources of experience, right? Like it's just a grab bag of everything.
What was your big soup and salad place back in the day? What was that?
That's what I was gonna say. It reminded me a lot of Soup Plantation, Rip Soup Plantation.
Can we get a Mama Silent for Soup Plantation?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, see, I noticed Allison left during the moment of silence, which to me makes me think that she might be actually culpable somehow.
Well, I mean, for parentheses.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't want us to have the Kino salad bar experience. Now, subs and such, you can still get that, but it's not the same because, Soup Plantation, it wasn't just a salad bar. It was like pastas and breads and shit too. Like it was a whole kind of like just like fresh, kind of nice little like soup and salad kind of lunch spot that happened to have a really big salad bar. Now, Subs and Such does have a lot of the trappings. They got the sunflower seeds. I like that on a salad. They got the little spiral noodles. You can put those on the salad for like a little.
Talking about the crunchy ones?
No, like they put like fresh noodles, like the what's the name of the spiral cut noodles? It's just like they're just cooked and they're there to put on the salad, and I like that. It's like a different texture, It's like just fucking everything. I put like beets on it, fucking whatever,
My god, you literally are my dad. What the hell?
Well, yeah, it's just a lot of good stuff and a lot of different flavors, and then you got to get like a couple different dressings that you kind of like mix and match, right? Like
okay, nope, you lost me.
Well, okay, I'm just saying you get a little ranch in like a cup, you get a little Thousand Island, and then you can have like a choose your own adventure with each bite.
You have 100% lost me at this point. Sorry.
I'm just saying it's an experience.
I mean,
listen,
sure.
I told you it was slop on a plate.
I'm starting to believe you at this point.
Peas, fucking
peas,
corn, whatever. Like just fucking it all goes on there. It's a fucking salad.
Took the entire bar and put it on a plate. And just like mixed it together.
And I had more than one of those plates because I mean, if I get an all-you-can-eat salad bar, I'm getting a couple plates.
Okay, to be fair, yeah, fair.
But no, all to say that like, I can get why, because Tony likes a simple sandwich, right? I can get why he doesn't share maybe the same degree of enthusiasm for subs and such that I do, because it was more like the sandwich was whatever, it was a decent sandwich, but the salad bar, man, that's something. It's not Soup Plantation, but it's the next best thing,
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, whole point, just I need to try more sub places probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was I gonna say though? Yeah, I don't think there was actually anything between Wingstop and Taco Bell for us. So that's that. What did Tim have this week?
Yeah, I'd say let's get to the thing everyone's actually here for. Tim, what did you eat this week?
This week wasn't really interesting until today. I did a tour of Italy today, not from Olive Garden because we don't have them.
Oh, my apologies.
No, it was from a local family-owned restaurant.
Oh,
we have an Olive Garden like in Bristol. People go there all the time. But
well, so you know what the thing about Olive Garden though is, when you're there, your family.
Hungry, you leave happy.
That's it.
When you're there, your family.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to an Olive Garden in a long fucking time.
Maybe you should.
All right, but yeah, it was like $16, which was a little. Their posted menu on the website was $12, which I thought was an absolute steal.
Yeah,
$16 wasn't bad though. But
not
it
in Joe Biden's economy.
A heavy tray. The guy who
whoever's president,
the guy who went to go get it for me, was commenting on how heavy it was when he came in, and it was a good sized plate. Carried well, traveled well to my office, but yeah, baked lasagna. Cheese ravioli, manicotti, spaghetti with marinara.
Hold on, I want to pause you. That brings up
in the side salad world.
That brings up an interesting point for me to question about. You're a get it and go back to your office kind of guy. Hello?
I had to today. I will occasionally go out and sit down and eat.
Oh, okay. So I was just wondering because I like my dad is like that, right? Big. Well, he's a big someone go gets him lunch guy, and then eats in the office. And that person was usually me.
I probably do that. Unfortunately, more than half the time is somebody goes and gets it.
Sure.
I usually buy theirs as a thank you for going and getting mine.
Right. Well, it's fine because you are kind of married to the game, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta keep grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'd
do
say
think
the tour of Italy was pretty good, though. I would say the spaghetti was probably the strongest one. It was like 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
The ravioli was a good 6 out of 10. Lasagna was a little weaker than I expected. I didn't really like the taste of the meat within the lasagna, so I'd give it like a 4 out of 10.
How do you have a weak lasagna?
Because all lasagna sucks.
Shut up. Shut up. No one asked you. No one asked you when we want a terrible food take. We will go. Tony, are you here? Tony, paging retard Tony. Please continue, Tim, with your normal food conversation.
I've not confirmed this, but the rumor is apparently they don't use real pork.
What do they use?
Do you use fake fake pork? Like what?
Yeah, what?
What do they mean by that?
Like processed instead of like actual.
Oh.
Which, if that's the case, definitely explains it, because something was just off. It was fine, but something was a little off.
It's hard to believe that could be like even cost effective compared to just using fresh pork's cheap. Like why would they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's a skill issue. I don't know.
That's probably the case. Yeah.
Because this is a and the manicotti was pretty good. I liked they did a good job with the ricotta cheese that they put inside that. The whole thing was a little bit bordering on sick with cheese as far as how coated it was with mozzarella, but I'll allow it because it's mozzarella.
Sure, right. But like lasagna, I feel like less is more.
Sure.
I typically agree with that. Like there's definitely like trying to do too much when it comes to cheese on Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
And we were right there at the border.
It's like, honey, you're doing too much.
Exactly. So, but I would give it overall. I'd say it was I would give it again. It was
okay.
I'd probably give it an overall 6 out of 10 grade. The garlic bread though was disappointing. It was kind of weak, no flavor to it, and the salad was garbage. I took 2 bites and threw it away.
Have y'all noticed that garlic bread has become like a Zoomer meme?
Yeah.
It's been kind of a popular internet trope for some time now.
It is a weird thing. I don't know if it's like in the category of like hashtag like relatable memes or something. Like, oh, I like garlic bread. Do you too? It's like, yeah, everybody fucking likes garlic bread, dude. Like
did y'all see? There was like a Twitter post about that, and it was like someone in like fucking New York or some other godless hell city where they were like, oh, we're having all you like bring your own garlic in the park or something. It's like, wait, bring your own? What? Like if you're gonna have an event, have the fucking garlic bread. Like, what are you doing? That's just an excuse to hang out with shitty
it's not
city
even an
people.
especially expensive dish to make. I mean,
it's bread and garlic,
and probably some butter, and if you do it right. But
yeah, sure,
yeah, that's dumb. Just make the fucking garlic bread,
or just some nice Texas toast from the store.
Yeah, big Texas toast guy.
I will say those like pre-made Texas toast garlic breads aren't the worst. I'll eat them.
No, they're not bad.
Yeah, no, that's good. That was a good Italian experience.
Yeah, that was probably the most interesting thing. Everything else was I did get the one. I did have the one night where I got, or not night, day where I did the wombo combo at the hot dog stand. I got a smash burger and a glizzy.
Yeah, that's an experience right there.
Damn, you went in.
The combination. This place does have a pretty good smash burger.
Yeah,
all killer, no filler. Just good.
All killer, no filler. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
That's good.
Sorry, I'm half distracted because I'm trying to. I've hit the grind wall in Warframes. Tough scene.
Yeah, well, we could kind of transition to that if you wanted to, because there's some Warframe stuff.
I was
going to
mention on the food front real quick. If Tony, you may have noticed, I did a experimental kind of peanut butter based drizzle over the s'mores this time. Hopefully it solidifies.
I did see you did that, but you did kind of fuck up the marshmallows so much that I don't know that I want to try the sauce.
Drag his ass.
Well, what do you mean? Because they got a little overdone or whatever?
I mean, they're fully burnt. Let's be real there.
Well, okay, but I mean, and I will admit this time I turned my back for a second too long, and I was like, wait, that got smoky really fast this time. So it did get a little burnt. I actually personally like my marshmallows a little burnt when I do s'mores. Like I'm the kind of guy that sticks the marshmallow in the fire and I just like let it ignite and then blow it out, you know? Like I like to really burn it. when I make s'mores over an open flame. So
You remember earlier when we were playing Fortnite, I was saying, isn't it funny how Devin can always like make philosophy based on his fuck ups?
well, but
That's
see,
I mean
the
that's
thing.
that's a talent.
No, it's just you gotta roll with the punches in life, you know.
Okay, I mean sure, yeah. I mean,
You gotta be able to take it how it comes, and you know, a burnt marshmallow is not bad. It adds a touch of bitter flavor that I think actually plays well with all the sweet going on.
It plays well. My burnt food plays well with everything else going on.
I mean, when you make s'mores over an open flame, you're essentially burning the marshmallow. That's what you do.
You're charring them slightly. You're not burning them.
Char is burning. It's
Char,
just
no,
burning.
burn.
You toast a marshmallow golden brown.
Well, see,
Yeah,
if you do
I don't trust people who burn their marshmallows all the
not
way
if you
through.
do what I do, which is you stick the marshmallow in the fire, it fully ignites, you pull it out, then blow it out. That's how you make the best s'mores.
This is s'mores, not baked Alaska.
I'm just saying. Even with because the way that marshmallow works, even if you get like a burnt layer on it, it's like incredibly thin, right? It's not like it like insulates itself against the heat because it's mostly air. So
I will mostly agree with that.
it's like not really that bad. Anyways, well, see, here's the thing. Because of the peanut butter glaze, you'll barely even taste any burnt bits because there's a peanut butter glaze on top.
Can we get a live Tony taste test?
It's gonna be kind of gooey still, so it'll be a huge.
All right, we can come
We'll
back
get
to
the
that
live
later.
Tony taste test in about an hour.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to it towards the end
Yeah,
of the show.
it'll ungooify.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, stick around for that.
Yeah.
Breaking content.
Grilling
wow.
content.
Yeah, wow, jeez Louise.
Well, we're on the topic of food chats, and I think we did kind of glaze over it earlier. I did try what I think is the last Chinese restaurant in town we haven't tried.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like MB Hibachi plus grill plus Chinese.
Right.
It's like a hibachi place with Chinese dishes.
Plus Chinese.
I got the General Tso's and the sesame chicken. I tried both.
Yeah. Damn, you went in.
And in terms of flavor, I do actually think it was some of the best tasting in town. But their portions were like kind of horribly small. Very disappointing.
That was the texture too, because that's always the part as well with these fried dishes. If it's
The texture was fine. It wasn't like super crispy like you desire, but it never is when you get delivery through fucking like DoorDash.
well, what gets me is that it's possible. It's possible in most cases. There's exceptions. There's bad trips, but like most of the time when you go to Panda Express, it's possible to get that shit to stay crisp until you get here, and it's like I don't know what the fuck these restaurants are doing that they can't manage that. But
well, I think the difference there is
anyway. So
like I'm getting it out and I'm driving, 10 minutes home immediately. First when it's Grubhub, it's like a 30, 40 minute wait.
yeah, that's true. They're probably fucking around. Yeah. Well, and then you also got egg rolls. What do you think of those?
Oh, I hated them. Terrible egg rolls. Unedible egg rolls.
Are you all right? Sounds like you
didn't
do
taste
there.
good. They tasted wrong. They had some weird flavoring in them that I absolutely hated. Ended up giving one to old Devin because I just wasn't gonna eat them.
Yeah. Which I was welcoming because I actually, in preparation for the fact that I had egg rolls from Aldi, I went and got some sweet chili sauce last time I went to Walmart, and so sweet chili sauce, by the way, is the sauce I prefer most.
You know what they call him? They call him old trash dispenser Devin. Because he'll.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Well, I mean, look, if there's food he doesn't want, I'll take it. I mean, when he, because he discards his veggies from his burgers when we go out, I'll take extra tomato and lettuce and incorporate it into my own burger. It's like,
Fuck up the balance.
No, it's extra refreshing and filling, and it maximizes the value. It's a good thing to do. I also have to call out. I don't know if you're experiencing this on your end, but I can hear your voice out there and in the server, and I feel like we're getting like a half-second delay right now.
No, for Discord has been fucking up for like the last day or two.
Oh,
like,
it's literally always been that way since like we've lived together.
Yeah, but Discord's also been.
I'm just noticing it's
shit
especially bad
lately.
right now, but yeah, it's fuck Discord. But yeah,
Total Discord death.
I was gonna say, I had some egg salad. I don't know, like it's whatever. It's been a week. Yeah, so we've been playing Warframe a lot.
Yeah, we have. Would you like to expand on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've talked about on recent weeks that I've been back into it, and I guess now everybody else is kind of back into it.
Well, you're a
so-
trendsetter.
Sure. Yeah, I came back for the Jade Shadows event. It was a nice way to get a bunch of bonus shit while grinding Jade. It was, arcanes and stuff, which are in-game kind of things you can slot on your stuff. Anyway, it's not important. The important part is it's a good game. There's a lot of new content since the last time we played. A lot of new frames. Some big stuff coming. Some big stuff on the horizon. And we've been having a pretty consistent full squad or thereabouts.
Oh yeah,
most nights, and it's been good fun. It's been
been
good
learning,
fun.
been learning a
good
lot.
Progress.
Warframe is one of those games. So kind of like RuneScape. Like back in the day, you would play RuneScape and then you would like go away for like a while, and then you come back and there's like, oh, there's all this new content. Like, what are we doing here? What is what's that guy? Warframe's a lot like that, and except like worse because Warframe, there's so many systems that are like interconnected that you have to do, because like RuneScape, using this RuneScape example, you do RuneScape and you come back and like everything's kind of on its own, right? More or less. Warframe though, you want to do X, right? Okay, well, to do X, you have to go farm 3, which to farm 3 you have to like get 1400 of delta. So I'm going between different ordering systems here because sometimes it's a little obtuse, if I'm being honest.
It's definitely a little like there's almost like an ADHD element to the game where it's like you start off on one grind and then you get like waylaid by another grind that like intersects with that.
So I'll give the perfect example here. I needed to get the helmet segment. So the helmet segment is, for anyone that's played Warframe, it's in your launcher or orbiter, sorry. Yeah. It's an element in your orbiter, and it essentially expands upon that little infested room, and it's a silly little guy, and he'll eat your Warframes. And that sounds bad, but it's not.
You get stuff out of it.
Yeah, you get stuff out of it. You can like replace abilities. It's a very, very cool system. However, to get Helmuth, you have to go farm Deimos, the Deimos open world. Mm-hmm. But to actively do that, you have to have an Arcwing launcher. But to get an Arcwing launcher, you have to get it from your clan, and then all the materials for it are from Eidolon and a couple other places as well, but mostly Eidolon, I think. So you've now had to do. So the exact workflow of doing this was step 1, find a clan. Step 2, go get the blueprint. Step 3, go farm Plains of Eidolon. Step 4, go back to Deimos, farm Rep to get the helmet segment. This whole sequence took about a week because Rep in this game is very extremely heavily time gated. You can only get like 25,000 Rep a day, and that while that sounds like a lot, it's not.
Well, the final rank for most factions will have you have to get like 100k basically or something.
Yeah.
Your Rep cap actually scales with your player like mastery rank level.
Is it every level that it levels?
Every mastery rank gets you plus 500 daily mastery cap.
Well, there you go. Right, there's reason to get more mastery here.
Right now, my daily cap is 29.5k.
That's not bad.
So, yeah. So at next rank 28, I'll finally have 30,000 a day. So, yeah, it's. I get why they do it. It is to encourage people not to poop sock incredibly hard. Although
which is weird because almost like every other aspect of this game is poop socking.
Well, I will say with the time gating thing too, like for the crafting, part of that is like an archaic monetization thing, but part of it is also like I think to pace out the content, so you don't beat the game very, very fast or whatever. Or like,
Warframe, of course, being a very heavily monetized game, but in possibly the least predatory way possible.
Yeah, I mean,
because you can earn the currency fairly consistently in game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of very common grinds will net you pretty regularly items that you can, for example, trade for maybe like 20 plat or something if it's a decently rare, but not that rare. It's like a 20 plat item is like something where you do relic runs, you'll get something worth 20 plat like honestly every few rounds if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Or like kind of annoying mods to grind. If you happen to ever come into an extra, that's usually like a hot 20 plat.
Yeah.
So, and 20 plat is a fair amount, you know. And then you can reconvert it back into items you need. Like
I mean, 20 plat gets you pretty much a prime Warframe.
Yeah, depending on the if it's a lower value one, even the very new ones tend to only be like 100 for the full set.
Yeah. Which 100 is also not that bad plat wise.
No. And I mean, of course, I mean, if you play this game enough, I think it's also completely fair. Like, especially if you wait for coupons, like a 75% off coupon, to just buy a lump of plat every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Supports the game.
Oh yeah,
and it's not that bad.
What is it? I looked at the map. Like to get the top end, like the 40, 100, whatever is on a 75% is like what, $50?
Yeah,
something like that. Which is
yeah,
not.
And there's also like there's some shit you can find on Steam that are like starter bundles that have discounted plat, which you can buy at any given point. There's also discounted plat and things like the new Ember skin if you buy it for money, right? You get all of the cosmetics plus.
Yeah. What else? What else do you get in that Ember Prime bundle there?
You get some. I mean, get some cake, so to speak.
So to speak. He's talking about fat Warframe ass.
Definitely. I mean, that bundle is definitely sold on account of that.
I do think that's amazing, like, because nobody really does that anymore. Like that's, that's the ick, right? But Warframe's like, what if we made her ass fatter?
Yeah, it's definitely nice. And speaking of fat asses, that's one of the upcoming features with 1999, right? When that update comes, we'll get waifu skins for a lot of the early frames. There's going to be skins tying into that game mode that you can unlock that will let you basically make your Warframe look like the human equivalent from 1999.
Right.
So there's going to be even more waifu shit going on. So yeah, Gunner frame is the thing.
Fashion frame.
Thanks, Reb.
Yeah, thanks, Reb.
Let's see what else. The circuit's good fun. Kind of a light, kind of roguelike mode that gets you pretty good rewards every week.
The circuit thing, I think coming back has been the most interesting for me because the way that you can go through and get like old frames that you don't have, is very good. And especially like giving a very easy way to do that. Not this week though. This week is like it's the most basic frames possible.
I might still, if I have the time for it, go back into normal mode this week, just because I think I pretty much need all 3 of those frames for Helminth, because I think.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Those are all frames that I've discarded before Helminth was introduced, except for my Excalibur. But I'm not gonna feed my original Excalibur to him, so I kind of need an extra of that too.
If you feed your original frame, you need to be like put down like an animal.
That's
I don't make the rules, but
that's just how it works.
That's just how it works.
1999, of course, attached with the Javiri release, which is also a pretty solid chunk of content. There's a lot going on in the game. There's a lot going on. A good place, and I feel like just the balancing's been really good lately with all the reworks they've been doing. It's good fun. Quests have remained great, and that's a lot of what I play this game for, is really just coming back periodically to clear out the big narrative quests, because they're also good. They're also like just very for a game that's free to play, they put a lot of work into them, and it's usually pretty much always satisfying. So good game.
So true. Tim, how you feeling about Warframe?
Well, obviously I played it for a pretty good while a long time ago, quit for several years, and just recently came back, obviously. So I've been playing catch up, and I've been definitely very impressed with how they flex their creative muscles a bit on some, especially on quests, like Devin was saying.
So we do have the new quest Lotus Eater coming up.
Not too long from now, actually. Basically 2 weeks, I think. Actually,
do we have any idea like what the reward for that is going to be?
No.
You get to eat Lotus.
I'd eat Lotus.
Shit.
Shit.
She.
I'm stuck on Heel Lotus right now because I'm blocked from doing New War because of that aforementioned grind that Tay was talking about.
Well, yeah, because
true.
they incorporate several of the new like content island kind of things into the new war. It's like, yeah, you need your necromech and you need your railjack set up.
Yeah, like I've got the Railjack, but the Arcwing launcher segments. I gotta, and that, to craft the actual Arcwing launcher, I need the Eidolon materials.
Yeah.
Then I gotta go farm Deimos with the necromech materials, and trying to farm these maps with puppies is fucking terrible because they all bounce in and out all the time and constant host migrations.
Yeah.
So I just put it on a friends only map.
Yeah.
And just roam around, and whatever material I'm looking for, I can't ever fucking find, and that's where we're at.
I mean, well, if anything really stumps you, we can try to figure it out.
It's iridite rocks. I just can't find them because I'm blind.
Yeah, those ones are fortunately just like stuff that you stumble upon rather than having a particular method to.
Right.
And that's actually a resource that would be easier to farm once you have the Archwing because you can just zip around really. Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say the Lotus Eater stuff. Yeah, I don't know about the Lotus Eater stuff. What you're asking about the reward for that? I actually don't know. I think they've been a little silent on that front. Sure, it'll be something. I'm very interested in what the lore is going to be there because I have some theories. But
what's your theory?
Well, just that it's going to expound upon like Lotus's past experiences with the Man in the Wall because it's very evident that she's had some sort of dealings with him based on some things that I almost spoiled him on.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But by the way, I'm looking up Tellurium Farm, and in the images I saw, I'm very triggered. There's an image of the old star chart, not the old star chart, but like the old star chart where it was like in a the missions were in like a radiating ring out from the planet or whatever.
Yeah.
That was up on screen. That was not. That was interesting design choice. Not the direction I would have gone.
We're in Star Chart like 3.0 or something these days. It's
3 or 4.
Yeah,
but it's the best one so far. Certainly, they haven't really fumbled the Star Chart updates.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm having a lot of fun. I know that's
implying video games are supposed to be fun.
Yeah, as I say, that might be a little haram to say, but fuck it, I'm not getting, I'm not getting paid to shill.
Where's my thing activating?
But it should be.
You could be.
Reb, call me.
If we just manifest this and just say like,
Reb, call me for a completely different reason, but then also maybe we'll talk about,
business.
Business.
Because at the end of the day, you got to stand on.
I'm all about my business. So they say. I don't know. See, Tellurium is available as bounty rewards are from rescue caches in Grineer reactor sabotage missions. But also in Grineer Sea Lab missions? Interesting.
Pretty much anything on Uranus will drop him.
Uranus?
Yeah.
Okay. Look into that. Yeah, I think the spy submersible might be assassination. Is there like a rescue submersible? Exterminate submersible. Here we go. This is the one right here. Big exterminate guy.
Oh, really? I'm not really a big exterminate. I prefer survival, but
I think that says a lot about the difference between you and I.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You'd rather survive than exterminate.
Right.
When if you exterminated, you wouldn't have to just survive.
So true. Honestly, a motto we need in life these days.
What do I mean by that? Well, who knows? I'm just talking about Warframe. That's the topic at hand is Warframe. Nothing else. Anyways. Oh shit, wrong button. Anyways.
Anyway.
What was this content idea you had, Devin? I'd love to hear it right about now.
I was brainstorming some sort of like it's actually attached to the Warframe thing. I was like, we could probably think of some sort of like tier list or something to do if we really had to pad out the time. But
Ooh,
Yeah.
I might have an idea about that. Let's talk about something else so I can finish this mission, and then we'll pull it up. The Olympics going on, huh?
oh yeah.
Anybody?
Olympics.
I know this is a dumb question, but Devin, you watching the Olympics?
No, I have not.
Man, there has been some killer.
I hear the United States is doing.
We
very
are
well.
So I think we talked about this last week, where there's like this really dumb discourse online where, oh, Americans are doing propaganda because they're putting themselves in the head of the medals, even though they don't have the most gold, they just have the most. And it's like, yeah, okay, wait a week and then get back to me on it. And lo and behold, wait a week, got back to me on it, and guess who has the most? That's right, the United States of America.
America.
Yeah, because that's what happens. I looked it up. I was curious. I was like, oh, maybe I am doing a little heckin' propaganda. No, I looked it up. Guess who has won every single Olympics in total medal count and gold since the fall of the Soviet Union? No,
US.
the United States of America. Sorry, except 08, Beijing, but that's probably because China was cheating. And by China, probably, I mean, definitely.
I hate China.
I also dislike China, so I think we can just all kind of like come together and say, yeah, they were probably cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're back on top. We're the best. It was very funny earlier watching the men's steeplechase, where it was literally, I think there was like one white guy, right? The American. And these black, I mean, they're trucking it, they're booking it. And old Whitey comes out of nowhere and smokes them all in like the last 10 meters. And I was like, fuck, it truly is a white boy summer.
Oh.
Yeah. Brady Ellison, archery. I was talking about this the other day in voice. It's very funny because you look at like all the archery guys from like other countries, and they're like, you can tell they're professional athletes first and foremost, right? And that they train and they do this. And then you look at the Americans, and both the coach and the athlete are just like old boys. Like I looked up the coach's Instagram, and like most his pictures were about like buck hunting, bow hunting, of course, but it's like, yeah, hey man, look at this buck I got, and like all the other ones were, fucking, oh, here's me at this competition, here's me at this competition. No, this dude's just fucking hun bucks. So based.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's good. It's good for America. It's good for America. You know.
It is good. We need this.
Yeah.
We needed this
We used to
dub.
win.
We needed this win. We've it's been a hard couple of weeks. We kind of don't have a president.
Mm-hmm.
Our other president, who might actually kind of be the only guy in charge anymore, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, almost got murdered, allegedly. Of course, I think that's now in question. It's been rough. We needed this win. We needed these dubs.
Oh yeah. I mean, do they solve any of our problems? Not really, but
No, but it feels good though. It's just, sometimes you just need. Sometimes it doesn't need to solve any problems, right? Sometimes it just needs. It's just a brief reprieve from the bullshit.
yeah.
Dude, I'm not getting a single Tolarian. What is going on here?
It's bad luck.
This is the thing about Warframe though.
Oh yeah, that's the essence of it. You win some, you lose some.
I feel like I'm only losing though. It's like it goes back to the America thing, right? Like I could just use a win here.
Right.
Just I need one. I need literally one Tolarium.
Right.
And I'm trying to do the complain obtain thing. But I don't see I'm doing the complaining part, but the obtaining is not
Doesn't
happening.
follow suit.
No. Anyway. All right. Well, the mission's done. So here's my idea. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring up a tier chart. Okay. Excuse me. Of Warframes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What is? All right. Here we go. Here's the one. Here's the newest one as of. All right. 36.
Let's
Wait, what was it? 36.
open the stream or something.
07. Yeah. Open the stream, and here's what we're gonna do. What?
You guys ever just stab yourself with a skewer on
I
accident?
don't actually. No, I don't actually. Is the crazy thing. How did you manage that?
I'm fucking retarded, dude. That's how.
Okay.
Based.
All right. On what axis are we gonna rank? The
Well,
Warframes?
I was gonna say. I mean, do we want to do how good we think they are, or do we want to do something more specific? I guess.
Well, how good they are tier list. That's done. That's not content.
Everybody's done that.
Exist.
Okay.
Let's rank the female Warframes on how dateable they would be.
Okay.
And this isn't even like a horn thing, right?
Okay.
This isn't loot. Like I'm saying, this is a date, right?
Right.
Like you go pick them up, right? They're wearing a nice dress. We're gonna have a nice night, right?
That's kind of gay either way.
Alright.
I probably just wouldn't.
You're not beating the earlier allegations.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start with Banshee here. I think that's the first. Yeah, that's Atlas and Ash. So they're
Alright.
they're dudes.
Real quick before you start, I'm doing the live tasting right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, that's not a good sign.
I'm choking.
That's
I'm
not a good
choking.
sound. That's not a good sound.
Are you
All
actually
right, so
okay.
a little bit, yeah. The peanut butter sauce is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it makes up for the whole burnt aspect, but outside of that, it's good.
Sure. I mean, the burnt thing can't be that bad though. It's just a little layer.
Just a silly little layer.
I mean, if you
I
ask
feel
me,
like
like I
I
said,
feel like char is a pretty powerful flavoring.
sure, a little it's a little smoky. It's a little, hey, we like the smoky.
I'm not sure I call it smoky.
A little smoky. It adds a depth of flavor. You know, a nice, like I said, a little bitterness. You know, life is a little bitter sometimes, so you gotta have a little bit of bitterness with your sweets. So,
I don't think you do actually. That's the crazy part.
well, is the stuff I put on top, is that like peanut butter shit? Is it solidified at all, or is it still pretty like wet?
I'm not sure I'd call it wet, but it's not solid.
Okay, I was hoping it would re-solidify as a cool. I mean, maybe it will if it's just longer, but you know.
So out of 10, what would you give it?
I mean, if it wasn't burnt, I'd probably give it a 10, but because of the burnt, a 7.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Fair enough.
All right, back to the segment. Ranking Warframes by how dateable they would be. If you look at the stream, make sure everyone that I put in the men category is actually a man. I think I nailed it. There's Ash, Atlas, that guy, that other guy, the 2 Excaliburs, Grendel, Harrow, Inaros, Hydroids.
Let's see. Second on the list that remains is Caliban. That's a male.
Oh. Okay. It looked
Man,
the
Taliban in Warframe.
Yeah, man, it does. All right, let's start with Banshee. So we're gonna kind of go off personality. It's not all looks. It's personality, backstory, all that. So for Banshee, what are we thinking? What's Banshee's backstory? Do you
I don't know
remember?
her lore. I don't remember. Banshee's
Oh,
lore,
we're gonna have to look up. We're gonna have to look up this as well. I don't remember it either, to be fair.
All right, so this is both a learning the lore and rating how dateable the women would
See,
Warframe are.
Banshee's
that's
Call,
important.
Herald's Death. She
It's
maintains
sound
crowd
wave,
control. Blah, blah, blah.
Frame, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Sound-themed Warframe, sophisticated acoustic powers enable Banshee to pin. So she's like a bat essentially.
It's literally a screaming banshee.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much for the lore. Actually, I don't know if she has much. lore,
Right. Yeah. Well, she was one of the earliest frames that she was. Yeah. So they didn't really have a shit ton of lore back then. Like the
Ooh,
new.
she's based on Irish lore. So does that like mean she's Irish?
Yeah. So she's like an Irish music nerd, right? And then oh god, and she'd probably like make you listen to what's that one Irish singer I hate?
I don't know.
Sinead O'Connor.
I feel like that's a pretty.
Piper
I
Niven.
mean, not all Irish people love Sinead O'Connor.
Well, unfortunately, I'm putting her in D because I also just don't really like her look either.
I
So.
feel like Irish girls would be S, but
Actually, do I have a Banshee Prime? Hold on, let's see what a Banshee Prime looks like. Or I can see them over here. I can look up any of them. Actually, would this show me the lore as well?
I think these days for Warframes with a lot of lore, they have the Laverian or whatever that you can enter.
That's
but
true.
I don't know if she does.
All right, the Banshee Prime. Oh, the Banshee Prime's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still pretty comfortable. Here, let me move this over here.
Does she get hag points for having been around since early in the game?
Yeah, that kind of makes her a hag. So I'll put her. We'll bump her up to C. We'll bump her up to C. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Then moves us on to Citrine. Citrine is one of the newer frames, actually. I believe.
Kind of supporty.
What is Citrine's lore?
Well, I know she's a gym. I don't know.
She is
the
a
rest of
gym.
her lore. I think there's something about her being involved with like two Orcan people that you grind gyms representing. I don't know what those Orcan people did.
Here we go, lore and history. During the Old War, Citrine was the guardian warframe of Belric and Rania. Belric and Rania were two void engineers. Okay. When the Sentients began their advance on Deimos, the couple set off a biobomb, releasing the infestation on the moon. Based. Instead of fleeing, Citrine chose to sacrifice herself, transmuting the couple's bodies into crystals, prevent them from being infested. After Deimos returned to the Martian orbit, smugglers discovered that separating Belric and Rania's remains would create a void tunnel through the fabric of reality, linking the two together, a conceptual embodiment of their love. Kind of based. Oh, wait, hold on. Were they men and women?
I can only assume.
Let's go with yes.
I mean, it sounds like a male and a female name, so.
Yeah, Rania kind of sounds like a female name. Anyway, the void would also generate Citrine's remnants, small crystal fragments formed from Citrine's desire to protect the couple in her final moments. Collecting enough of them will spawn. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, man. There's media ever. Okay, so she's kind of a funny looking frame, by the way.
Yeah, she's just like a big gym split open.
This one feels difficult because it's just she's just really literally a rock. Like
I feel like she did some noble things. I feel like she's kind of like a homely girl, but she has a good heart.
Right, very noble, Joan of Arc type, right?
Right.
Probably like a geologist major, you know, but maybe probably a little autistic, right? I'm gonna high C. Just nothing really jumps out to me, right?
Okay. All right.
Right. And, wait, Dante's a girl?
Dante is not a girl.
Oh, what's this one? Daggett. Sorry, Daggett, not Dante. Daggett. I get Daggett and Dante mixed up sometimes.
Yeah, Dagoth is definitely.
Oh, good lord, that's a lot of fucking lore. Jesus.
Hers is a little interesting, although it's a little degenerate too, because she is actually kind of a precursor to the Jade thing. She's a Warframe that apparently was like in like a three-way relationship with another couple of Orcan, but in this situation they like fucked her, like it was a sexual thing. And
moving on to Ember.
yeah,
I'm just gonna listen. We all
Goon frame.
yeah. Listen, okay, so first off, Ember is literally a spicy Latina. Okay? Literally a spicy Latina.
Well, is she a Latina? Is that what we're going with?
In my head canon, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because like Trinity is definitely a spicy Latina. It's canon, but yeah, I mean Ember's. I view her not as a Latina, but more as like a fiery tomboy, actually.
Well, interesting you bring that up because we will get to that. But yeah, like actually let's look at the frame real quick for a second. Let's take the you know what, you're kind of right. So the frame is like it's a little muscular-ish, right? And the default helmet does kind of have like that, like tomboyish, like
almost like a punk girl.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But I think that feeds back into the fiery Latina thing, like the fiery Latina punk girl.
We're introducing a lot of layers here, so. But yeah, I mean, I understand rating her highly given the reasons.
Okay. I was about to say, can I give my secondary reason?
Yeah.
I'm pulling it up real quick. That's my secondary reason right there.
Fair enough.
No further questions, Your Honor. All right. Let's see. Who is this? Is this Equinox? Is that a girl?
It's Equinox. Yeah, I think canonically is female.
Because so far, pretty much all of the frames have a gender, more or less.
It's weird because early on, people thought Equinox was gonna be like, because of the duality theme, like they'd be like, not necessarily gendered, right? Like each half would be different. Right. But apparently DE just came out and said it's a straight up girl, so I guess it's a girl.
Okay, here's my thing. I'm gonna put her in B. Hear me out. Art hoe. Bipolar.
Yeah, a little mixed
bipolar
bag.
art hoe. Definitely, like good day, best. Great girl. Very interesting. Like I said, art hoe, very interesting, right? Kind of the one that likes to go to museums when you go out, right?
Right.
Bad days, we're talking, I mean, she's calling you up, screaming, I'm gonna fucking kill myself, blah, blah, all that. So, you would think that would put her lower.
The bar is low these days.
Who is this? This next one.
The next one's Gara. She's glass themed.
Okay, she's glass themed.
Gara.
She was Unum's closest companion. Oh, so she's friends with the building.
Yeah.
How are you friends with a building?
Well, because if you recall, the Unum, I mean, it communicated with us during the New War.
That's true. Okay, so she's besties with a fat chick. Does that bring her up or down in the ranking?
Well, maybe it's a situation where you keep the fatty around because it elevates her standing,
right,
in other people's eyes.
Her prime is a little manly.
Right. It has like a shogun kind of thing, like a samurai kind of vibe going on.
Oh, so she's Japanese.
Japped out.
Wait,
yeah.
Gara with the Jap look, is this a Yasuke situation? You've got Gar Prime.
Gara the Glass Warrior served the Unum, a mysterious and reclusive being whose orc and tower body
Tony, but I just want you to know I appreciate the effort.
Was beset by a massive sentient, the sentient who's blah 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 blah. Geez Louise. Yeah. So she's either like, is she like is she actual Japanese, or do we think she might be like one of those like otaku types, right? Where she's just like straight up a white girl, but she heavily LARPs as Japanese.
Oh, so like Made Mint?
Bro. Oh, you mean like Bao Bao?
Oh, geez. I mean, those ones are pretty heavy. That's very
nobody's gonna deny that. But here's the thing, though. Like, it's funny that being a white girl pretending to be Japanese still improves them dramatically, even if they're not actually Japanese.
So true. So yeah. So So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking about Gara. So Gara hangs out with a fat chick, right? Probably one of them is definitely obsessed with anime. The other or both possibly into BL.
Oh, the fat one for sure.
I'm saying C. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure she you know what? I'm gonna say this. One of the boys, not dateable though. Not dateable. I don't think Gara, I don't think so.
Wow.
So and that's fucked up to say, but it is what it is.
I feel like you'd have to be able to like get her to drop the fat baggage.
Right. Because that is definitely baggage. All right, Garuda.
Yeah.
Death's Crimson Maiden, sharp. Oh, this sounds like a chuny.
Yeah, she's a little chuny. I mean, she's like kind of vampiric and bloody and.
Okay, so she's a goth.
Like a chuny.
Well, Garuda
goth,
is the whole like Jap wind lady in Final Fantasy weeb lore.
Yeah, fucking schizo bird that you fight early in Final Fantasy 14, if memory serves.
Well, in a lot of Final Fantasies, honestly, but
Well, yeah, in a lot of them. But 14, she's the most prominent.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Garuda is like a little crazy, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, probably a little bit of a harp. I'm getting bird vibes. I'm gonna throw her in C as well, honestly. And like nothing's really speaking to me. Like she's just because we got to when you date, you go off looks, right? Date, you have to.
Sure.
Just nothing's appealing.
Is she below Gara though? Or?
Yeah, because I'm actually gonna change this. So I'm gonna move Citrine up to B. I think Citrine's a sweet girl, right? And I'm actually gonna put Garuda right here.
Right. Like a low B.
At top of C. Yeah. Lower B, top of C,
Okay.
but we're ranking her in C. Right? What is this?
Right.
Who is this? Garuda.
The next one
Gauss.
is
Oh,
actually
that's
Gauss. That's
yeah.
a
That's
male.
yeah. Okay. No homo. All right. Who's this next one? Gauss. Grendel.
Gyre
Who?
is the next one.
Who the
She's
hell
a
is
very
Gyre?
Underrated.
Who the
very
hell
underrated
is
frame.
this? I've never heard of
Um,
Gyre.
Along, she also has an electrical theme similar to Volt. Hers is more of like the spinning aspect of, like mechanical spinning bits in that sort of electricity.
Okay, so STEM nerd.
Yeah, a little bit.
Definitely a STEM nerd. Probably kind of like the bookish type.
Right.
And I want to say maybe even like a little stuck up. Like maybe thinks she's a little bit smarter than you.
I kind of feel like just a stereotype of girls in STEM is that they're kind of ran through given their environment that they're around all the time. It's kind of a soft.
Well, hold on now. Her pose in the codex kind of queers the pitch a little bit here. So I'm almost getting like the vibes of like mechanical doll almost.
Yeah, I think she does have a little bit of that theming going on.
So
Not like our
maybe
main theme, but
maybe like a STEM girl who has like a hidden femininity to her.
okay.
But I just feel like a lot of it would be like she would be like, "Oh, have you read the newest paper?"
Maybe it's a situation where like she wanted to like be like an art student, like maybe she wanted to fucking study ballet or
so
something.
she's Chinese.
Yeah,
she's
her
she's
parents are
Chinese.
like,
She's
"No,
definitely
you're gonna
Chinese.
study fucking
Yeah.
math.
Oh, you'll know dance. You study math. You study math. Okay. All right. So that leads me to the second thing. First date, you're definitely this is definitely like a coffee thing. Maybe even on campus, right?
Right.
It's a very short, and then I think second or third date, then you're getting the trauma dump. You're getting the baggage, and she's fought like the first time she get like you take her to a steakhouse, right? Like third date, sure you're kind of locked in at this point. You're like, I like this, and you're like, let's bump it up a little bit. We're going to Ruth Chris, right? She gets 2-3 glasses in her. Trauma dump. Right. And she's going, okay. I wanted to be a dancer. Mom and dad made me blah, 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 blah. But it's like in the endearing way because you're like, oh, I feel for you, right? Like this is rough. Definitely still likes the STEM stuff, but you kind of like want to see if you can like not convince her, but be there for her, right? Mm-hmm. To see if she can get back into dancing. And for that reason, I'm putting her at A.
Wow. Okay. That's
yeah.
Oh. I feel like we kind of On some of these, we're gonna functionally kind of be working ourselves into a shoe.
We're just
'cause I
gonna-
feel like
Yeah,
we're kind of making up lore that makes them more appealing to us. So that works, I guess.
Well, yeah, but that's the fun.
Yeah, sure.
All right, listen, I'm gonna say something really controversial.
Okay.
Hildren, I'm sorry, hon, but I just can't see bottom C. Like
Yeah.
you're one of the boys, right? You want to go to the gym, you want a spotter, I've got you. We're not fucking.
Right. She reminds me of that one dyke from Overwatch.
But I will say this: Hildren is definitely 39, 42.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not the young muscle mommy. She's like literal. Like she might actually be someone's mother, and maybe that makes it better, right? Like maybe maybe this is like like maybe next door
I'll
neighbor
say,
type.
Of her design, it looks like she still has a decent kind of hip area, from what I can tell. Like it's not like she has broad shoulders, which is the part that makes her look very
Right.
But,
She look
yes.
going back to ironically to the Olympics. She looks like a fucking shot putter. She looks like one of those women that would get up there and do the hammer throw.
Yeah.
Good Lord, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that's a big fucking gun she's got. Yeah, no, it's I'm sorry. Like I said, look, we can be friends, we can be tight. You're one of the boys, but I'm just sorry. I just can't. I'm just not doing it.
Sure.
All right, Avara. Now this one's really easy for me, right? I can see Avara in my head, right?
Sure.
Do you remember the girl earlier this year that kind of got like, she was like the viral sensation of the month, the outdoorsy redneck girl, and everyone was saying, I was like, oh, she's ugly, you're gay if you like her. Do you remember her?
It sounds
Hannah Barron.
Hannah Barron, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Avara. That's Avara right there.
Okay.
Or we could go in like another direction and be in like rural European, like Scandinavian type, like involved in like archery and stuff, traditional value type stuff. I can see, what I'm saying is I could see this girl in a flower wreath, right?
Right.
Let me see. Let me take a look at Ivar here. She also kind of has the fish thing, which is weird.
She's got she's got some themes that kind of remind you of like jellyfish and like
Right. Which
like
makes
that.
me go back to like the Southern girl thing. Yeah, and then there's also like the pink. Yeah. Definitely, I'm going back to the Southern girl thing. So Ivara definitely speaks with a Southern accent, right?
Okay.
Like a kind of a heavy one, right? She comes into her and she goes, "Hey y'all," stuff like that. But I think she also has like that kind of like butchier personality about her, like all those girls do. Not in a bad way,
Yeah.
but she's definitely like one of those types, like, our first date will be in a hunting stand, shit like that.
She's like the kind of girl that has like a chip on her shoulder about knowing how to like clean up game and stuff, right? Like she's kind of smug about the fact that she knows how to do traditionally male things.
But here's the thing: if we're thinking, because I mean, when you date, you got to think long term, right?
Right.
Here's the thing about date: you want that by your side. Like shit happens, shit goes south. You want the girl that knows how to.
Yeah, like in a
skin deer.
survival situation, she's a good pet. A good pick.
S. I think so. She's kind of got it all.
Yeah.
She has range. She has depth. She's got everything. So
Okay. But below Ember though.
below Ember,
okay.
we're still with it. We're still big on our spicy Latinas. All right, who's this next bitch? Ivara.
That's Cora is the next one.
So Cora's the next one, but Jade is the next one alphabetically, right?
Well, if you
Wow.
put Cora Jade right next to each other,
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go Jade
Wrestling
next. Now here's the thing. Obviously, I'm not dating a single mother. I'm just not. Sorry.
Right.
Like I'm not dating a single mother. Like, big respect to you.
She seems pretty like nourishing. She seems like a caring lady.
She's a great girl, right? Wonderful. She's probably gonna be a great mother as well. I'm just not. Look,
Right.
I'm not the father, nor am I the father that stepped up. It's just not. It's not for me. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if Mez was here, he would heavily disagree with you. But...
That's true, and I'm actually surprised you're not pushing back on it.
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, I do agree that, like, I get the appeal of, pregnancy thing, but Yeah, I mean, it's not your. If it's not yours, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
yours, you know?
it's literally my arch enemies. Like I'm not.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A stalker is just a little misled. You know, I feel like
That's true. He is kind of.
he's got a redemption arc ahead of him. I'm pretty sure.
That's true. Good point. Good point. All right,
But, you know,
Cora.
I mean, she looked out for him. She looked out for him, and she would look out for her baby if she was around. So I feel like.
So Cora's thing is like she has like the pets, right?
She has in addition to her normal companion, she has like a kind of stronger Kavat type, like a big cat kind of companion, and she also does a lot of like chain themed stuff, like almost like a little bit of like BDSM type shit.
Right. So
she's like a kinky cat lady, I guess.
Yeah. So here's all right. Cora speaks in a British accent. She's first generation immigrant. Her parents are from like Persia, so that area, right? But she's definitely very libtard coded, right? Very a little even almost like venturing over into like Radfem a little bit, but like J.K. Rowling style Radfem, right?
Right. Like she'll
like
still be feminine, but
she's still kind of she's a little turfy. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna have some retarded viewpoints, but a couple things you agree with.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go off her prime skin here. She's one of those who it's like she's never been to the homeland, right? She's never been back, but she's gonna do like if you ever got married, she'd want to have like a traditional like Afghani marriage or whatever, despite not actually having ever been to Afghanistan, right?
Sure.
So a lot of that cringy type stuff. I think dating her would be really rough because you'd be getting a lot of salon article links, right? Like Your WhatsApp would be blowing up and it'd be like, oh my God, have you seen this newest like thing, whatever? And it's like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit. Very cute though, right? And problem is, Afghani women, Middle Eastern women in general, don't age greatly. But I'm gonna say she's leaning like more like Aryan Persian than as opposed to like
like Iranian girls.
Yeah. So maybe actually does. Man. The other thing about this is I think she'd be very like involved in like London clubbing almost, but not in like the chav sense, right? Like the upscale shit.
She was into dubstep for a while. Or something
Yeah. Like before it was cool, right?
Yeah.
And then and she knows like a bunch of like pretentious artists in London as well, and you got to go like hang out at their flats and smoke weed and stuff with them. The more I say that,
okay. It sounds like something where you'd be dragged into a lot of shit she wants.
She's going to sorry. I mean, it would probably be fun. She'd probably be nice, and if you could get her to settle down, it'd probably be good because her dad might be loaded, right? But overall,
but so you're thinking like not a long-term prospect.
I don't even know if it's a short-term prospect, honestly. Like, I'm just saying, like, upper C, not bad. Goes either way, right? Who the hell is this?
The next one on the list, if you're going left to right, is actually Lavos, who is male.
Okay, and so is Limbo, who's also a man. I missed that as well.
Yeah.
All right, listen, hold on. I'm sorry. I have to. I have to.
Yeah?
I have to. Mag is straight into S tier. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
there's
sorry.
a delay on the stream. I
know. I mean, I'm going to describe it anyway for the sake of podcast listeners, but Mag, I have to. She's the OG childhood friend, right?
Oh.
Childhood friend, also a little bit of a STEMmy type, but graduated, but then went on to be like corporate, right? Like she works in like the front office of like Intel or something. She's Asian, by the way. But like Korean.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say for the ones that have 1999 skins, are we imagining them as that skin, or are we making up our own?
Oh fuck yeah! I forgot they actually. Yeah, she actually has.
She's
that's
Aoi,
true.
Right?
That's true. So she's Japanese
like Asian and like alt, right? Like as an adult, but maybe she was a nerdy girl as a.
Oh, that's
kid,
true. We don't actually have to make up shit about her. Yeah. We actually know. We don't. Actually, we can just actually use actual lore for her. Okay, so yeah, she's Aoi. She's Japanese and she's a little alty, but I mean, it's 1999. Yeah, that's still S tier for me, dog. Okay, I'm gonna change it then. Yeah, she definitely, she's in the same, like, her and Cora would be big friends, by the way. Big friends.
Really?
Like, she probably listens to, like, really alternative, like, deep, shitty Japanese bands you've never heard of, right? She thinks she's like.
I could see her being into some stuff that I'd be into though. Actually.
Well, yeah, but you though.
Yeah.
She's definitely one of those that like thinks she's above like weeaboo shit, right? But also is like maybe like has like a big like Sanrio obsession.
Oh.
Yeah. Like everything she has is just adorned with Hello Kitty shit. But that's like just the cutesy kawaii element. All the like the anime still like this is the type of person who like gets on Twitter and calls like anime fans incels.
Right.
But I think it's just it comes from like a place of like not liking the disrespect of her culture. It comes from a nationalist. So what I'm saying is she's a big Mishima fan.
I see.
And for those reasons, Mag is an S tier.
All right, we had to circle back around for a reason to keep her there. I get it. Yeah.
All right. Oh, listen. Okay. Mesa. Ooh, holy shit. All right. Mesa. I'm going to go ahead and throw her into A, and we'll talk about it for a second, and we'll see how we feel about it. So Mesa, in my head canon, is 100% a tomboy. Like, you look at all her skin.
She's definitely a horse girl. There's
definitely a horse girl. Definitely, I mean, obviously into competition shooting. Obviously.
Right.
Yeah, definitely like grew up as a tomboy too. Like, you know, as a kid, like she was friends with all the boys and everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Put her in low S where she belongs, please. And thank you.
Okay, you're right.
Wow. Okay.
That's true. Well, I'm not taking like any of the in-game stuff into account here, but I mean, if we did throw her a kit and builds into it, right? Like that is still S tier.
Sure.
And she is actually game-wise like a really good frame.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, of course, sure. What's on trial here was just whether or not they would be good to date.
Well, you've also got that long-term survivability play too.
Right. Well, that's what I'm about to get to. So here's her backstory, right? Mesa is from Montana, Wyoming. Dad's loaded, by the way. Huge ranch, right? You're absolutely right, Tim. Horse girl from birth. Probably started with like the horse competition stuff. I'm talking, 4-H. I'm not dressage and jumping shit. I'm talking like 4-H, right? Did 4-H, definitely kind of the farmer girl, but then as she got older, definitely leaned more into like the tomboy thing. So much, we're talking like short hair, cowboy hat, definitely like leans in, but we're not leaning into like gender ideology stuff, right? Still very much a woman, right? Still very much has like ideations of a farm family life, just maybe a little different because she's also kind of like the rancher style, et cetera, et cetera. However, first child, probably all changes. We'll have to see. And for all those reasons, Mesa's lower S tier.
Let's see.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
No. I mean, I was fine with the original A placement. I'll accept the S as a compromise. But
Okay. Next one. I think you already know what I'm about to do.
Yeah, you're probably gonna put her in S, but we
Top
need
of
to
S.
seriously consider whether she's actually S material.
One word. 2 words. Well, one full word and one. All right. The Clussy.
Sure. She also might be a little schizo though, because she's the whole clones thing. I don't know. I just feel like that's a little.
Oh shit!
like,
Fuck yeah, that's a good point.
She
Actually.
might have some mental health issues.
Okay, well, first off, bit of an art hoe, right? But not in the same way. Who was the one that I said was the other art? Oh, Equinox.
Yeah.
Little bit of, but like a weird art hoe, like theater art hoe. This is a theater kid. Right. Mirage is a theater kid, right? Oh shit, yeah, you're right. She is fucking schizo. Okay, I gotta bring her down to A. All right. Theater kid, a little schizo, right? Dresses way above what she actually is, right? Middle class, parents are divorced, mom or dad has some sort of like dependency, alcoholism, drugs, I can't figure out which. Probably some childhood abuse, nothing weird, but definitely something emotional. Channeled it into theater, but became a little schizo from it. Will ruin your life. Will absolutely ruin your life. I'm talking like making like alts on Twitter to like harass you, but in the like yandere way. She's yandere, definitely. So she's on Twitter and she's like, You know, she's
Okay.
like DMing you death threats and being like, no one's ever gonna love you. You're ugly and pathetic. You're fat, blah, blah, blah. And then you bring it up to her and she goes, oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Classic schizo behavior. And for those reasons, I'm leaving her an A.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, that seems like a fair appraisal. She definitely seems like she'd be, you know, I could see the appeal, but maybe more trouble than it would be worth, perhaps. For your own good, you know.
Moving on. Neza.
Well, next one's Neza, who is male.
Right, but here's the thing.
Oh, so are we gonna throw like the gay bros a bone here? We're gonna like.
Does he have to be?
Well, I mean, if you're doing the whole trap thing, I guess, you know.
I mean, we've kind of moved beyond traps, though, right?
Sure.
All right, we'll throw him in the no homo pile.
Right.
Nova. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know shit about Nova. Nova's an old skin.
Also a very old frame with very
No,
little.
no.
Very little. I mean, she was released after the game started, but very early, so it's like she's definitely not got too much lore. And of course, her gameplay is all like debuffing kind of a wide area, slowing them, making them more susceptible to damage. And
If I'm
she
going,
has like
okay, no, I'm getting a feel for it.
she has like
All
a
right.
nuclear kind of theme.
Girl,
like
listen.
a nuclear reactor.
One word, girl boss.
Okay.
Look at the skin. This is pantsuit, right? This is girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight, or whatever the combination of that is. That I don't remember. All right. This is she's corporate ladder, right? She doesn't even have time to date.
Right.
She maybe wants to, but she's definitely, and okay, for these reasons, I'm throwing her in bottom of C.
Right.
She's definitely pint of ice cream, bottle of cheap Pinot on the weekends, literally sobbing, thinking about the children she'll never have.
Right.
Very, very, very depressing reality. Unfortunately, all too common. And for those reasons, unfortunately, you're at the back of the queue. I'd literally rather date the single mother and the dommy mommy.
That's fucked up, man.
It is, but hey, it's the life she chose. Female empowerment, right?
Wow.
So true. Okay, listen, Nyx, I'm gonna go ahead and actually put her right in front of Nova. Controlling.
Controlling. a little
Absolutely
crazy
a
also.
controlling bitch. Right? Okay, controlling bitch, probably a little bit older. I'm thinking Nyx is like 34, 35, right? She's kind of past that point where she should have started a family but hasn't yet. But it's made her super duper controlling, right?
Right.
Gets in your head, but not in the good way like Mirage, because she's not bringing much else to the table, right? Like she would be like an annoying Karen soccer mom in any other scenario, but because she's single, she's taking it out. And I would even say she even rides the line a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A little men, a little women. All I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, given her kind of theme, maybe she has like a career in like psychology or something, right? Like, and I feel like she does.
Not even like a. She's like a counselor or something. She took like like a 3-month course to get a certificate. She didn't go to school for it.
Difficulty keeping healthy boundaries with her clients.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because she's controlling. Yeah, definitely.
Well, and also because she's like apparently into both types. So.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, insufferable, has a lot of tattoos. Ugh. I'm actually putting her behind Nova. Fuck, I'm working myself into a shoot on this one.
Yeah.
All right, Octavia. Okay. Octavia is
music girl.
She's either like Swedish or like German or something, right? She's like a
house music.
Yeah, she does house music, like Euro trash crap, right?
Yeah.
Probably a little flighty. Probably has done a little too much ecstasy in her life. Means well. No direction in life.
Right.
Upper C. Like you could fix her. You could. Like with the time and effort, you could fix her. But do you want to?
I mean, maybe.
Does she have a Prime yet?
Yeah, she's had one for a while.
So,
Her Prime gives her aesthetic a little bit more of like almost like a marching band element too, actually.
oh, it does actually. I think that leans me more even further into like she's like you're like maybe even like French or something.
Right.
Oh, actually, hold on. She's French. Low B. All right. All right, Protea. What are we doing about Protea?
She seems a little businessy herself too, because she's I don't know. She's kind of like got like an engineer theme to her, I would say. Like her skills are all kind of like she can summon turrets. She can build a dispenser to like let out resources and stuff for the team.
So she's like the what's her name, Sid from Final Fantasy?
Probably
15.
I don't know, I've never played Final Fantasy.
I'm just trying to get an image of that kind of woman in my head.
She also has like a grenade skill, and her ult like is kind of like Tracer's like time reverse thing.
I for some reason like I want to say she's like big into roller derby.
I could see that. I
So
kind of see that for Saren though too, because Saren's like.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Protea is a little. I think she's a little dyke coded, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say she's like a full blown lesbo, but definitely dyke coded. And for that, I'm gonna put her like near Muscle Mommy. Like I could see her and Hildren not having a thing because I think Hildren's 100% straight.
Yeah.
But Protea definitely has looked at Hildren in the gym and went, Now Saren, all right. So I'm torn on Saren. Saren is well, she's toxic. All right, she absolutely.
She's either a rockabilly white woman or like a sassy black woman. I can't really tell, but
she's definitely. She is the most toxic black woman possible. But we're talking like the kind that puts on like the veneer of being, because she's in church every Sunday, really nice, pretty dress, right? Very, a little bit of flower theme to it. But we are talking absolute crazy toxic bitch that will ruin your life. I'm gonna put her next to. I'm actually gonna put her higher C because she is attractive at least, right?
Yeah.
Again, I think she's like Octavia. Could you fix her? Probably not, but maybe. Who knows?
Some might venture to attempt.
All right, Titania, Manic Pixie, also European. Probably, yeah. Titania is definitely French. Manic Pixie. You know what? She's like the old school like raw XD type, right?
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Manic Pixie had definitely had several different Zangas. One of them was for like her art account, right? But she's definitely like past that at this point, but has kind of refused to get past it. So you have to deal with like a bunch of her weird hang-ups. Probably didn't go to art school. Probably did something. I'm going to say she didn't even go to college.
Right.
Probably works a very menial minimum wage job. Very depressed about it. Definitely has a deviant art that she does not want anybody to know about.
Okay.
I would even say possibly does some commission work on the side. However, I'm going to say heart of gold, good girl. You just got to get past the weirdness. Bottom B. What's Titania's thing?
Titania's thing? Or
Yeah. Trinity. Sorry, Trinity.
Well, I mean, of course, we see her in 1999, and she's actually literally Latina there too. So,
well, straight up yes. All right, that's all I needed.
She's like Latina, but her hair's kind of out of the 50s. It's interesting.
Well, no, her hair is the Blade Runner girl.
Oh yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah. Yeah, straight to S tier. Yeah, straight to S tier. Oh shit! Wait.
I mean, she's supportive.
Well, speaking of 1999, we didn't take that into account with Nyx.
I mean, I thought you were. I
wasn't actually. I didn't think about that at all.
How you described her is apt for her presentation.
Okay, well, that's very funny because I completely forgot. I was not citing that at all.
I mean, she's literally able to speak inside of other people's minds in 1999. So it's like, and she seems a little, like she's helpful but a little unhinged. I don't know. I feel like her placement's fair for that.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
I mean, she's hot, but like, you know.
Okay, Valkyr is also Latina, but like South American, right? Like bad, like Peruvian.
Considering Valkyr's theme is like she kind of like rages out, I could see her being.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? Like this slightest thing, she will go ape shit on you. Lesbian, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a domestic violence joke, and for that reason, I'm putting her pretty far down at the bottom.
Right.
That's Varuk, right? That's the next one.
Let's see. Varuna.
Varuna, yeah. All right, Varuna is definitely Slavic, right? But I don't know enough about her to really get a solid read on her.
Well, in the game, I think she somehow stopped the final continuity that the Workin were doing or something, like stood up to them or some shit, and then like somehow wound up in continuity herself with like her pet wolves or some shit. I don't know. It's kind of weird vibes actually. But she's also kind of, you know, got a muscle mommy thing going on.
Yeah.
She's a different type than Hildren.
She's a pit mommy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Unfortunately, gonna have to throw
I
in
can see her
C.
being like the kind of woman who's like married to like the boomer like Harley Davidson guys, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like she like kind of that like it's definitely a trashy vibe actually.
Yeah, I actually can see that. Well, that's a shame. Wisp. Oh man, this is a rough one. Now, physically, right, just aesthetically, I want to put her pretty high. But what's her personality though? I can't get a read on it.
Well, she's definitely. I mean, you know, she plays as a support, so I can see her being a relatively nourishing kind of personality.
She's a little whimsical. Her animations are a little lighthearted. I can see the thing with her is she almost strikes me as like the trad wife meme, right? Blonde girl, sundress, not fat ass, not a whole bunch going up upstairs, but enough, right?
Yeah,
Like she's probably, like I said, probably went to college, definitely in a sorority, but like she went like business management or something, like something really, and like the whole time she was just like, I'm just here looking to get married. Right. Yeah, and for that reason, I'm putting her an A. All right, this next one that's the one that's like a bunch of Zaku.
Zaku, who technically is genderless because it's 3 frames together, but I feel like she's got more of a female vibe, so I think it's fair to have her here.
Well, okay, so we can say she's definitely NB then.
Yeah, so like weird gender ideology going on.
Bottom C. Fucking. All right, listen, hold on. All right. I'm just gonna say, look, Ureli, middle S. Listen, this girl is. You know who made men.
Yeah, she is made men.
That's made. She's literally made men.
She's definitely made men. Has tried to be a VTuber.
But she's definitely a white girl. 100% a white girl. She's not Asian, right? She's not Asian at all.
But she could fool you.
She maybe could fool you, but yeah, she definitely she speaks fluent Japanese, right? She's been obsessed with anime since high school, probably bullied for it a little bit, right? Good girl, secretly degenerate. They all are, but good girl. So, and for those reasons, middle S. Now, Zephyr, that's a girl, right?
Yeah. She's definitely very literally bird themed or like wind themed, but bird.
I see her being like Native American.
Native American, and
I see her being like she's Native American in like an annoying way though, right? Where she brings it up all the fucking time.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she wears like the Indian like earrings, and she talks about she has like her her Indian name, walks on eggshells or whatever, some bullshit like that. Her dad is,
which is what you're gonna be doing if you ever take her to Dairy Queen.
So true. Huh?
Wait, wrong Indian. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Native Indian,
Jesus.
Native American Indian.
Feather, not carry on.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and her dad definitely is like on the tribal council. He's definitely working on getting that second casino built. So long term, thinking you are marrying into that, you are getting that stipend.
Yeah, you're
But then again, Indians, man, they hit that wall, and they hit that wall running. I'm gonna say she's above Saren. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And there's the tier list of the most dateable Warframes.
Now I do want to say for Dagoth, so since she's alone down there in the thought tier, I mean, sure, she was in a relationship with his Orkin. I will say she did literally murder them, so I don't know if that helps the rating.
Yeah, but that feels like that then feels like a trauma thing, right?
Well, so like what her story, she has like very complex lore from what I read on. It's like something about like they did something that wound up getting her like fucking face punched out or something, like to forget how she looks or something. I don't know, like some spite shit. And then she went and like did the same to them to murder them. And so she has like kind of like a horror theme, but
yeah, like I said, there's a ton of baggage here. I'm just saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah, no, that's fair. I just wanted to
know.
clarify that there's more than just being
Okay.
thought. Like she was also crazy apparently and killed them, but
okay, well,
maybe deserved. We'll
change it to crazy thought then. All right. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is your Warframe dateability ranking, brought to you by the Beefy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Not our creepiest segment.
No, could be
Not our creepiest segment. We have done worse.
I think it's pretty respectable.
We have done worse. That is correct.
We have done worse. Yeah, like you talking about how you like your spaghetti.
Yeah.
I don't know how I call that creepy. I'd say
it's literally creepy.
It's literally unhinged. Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of enlightening the masses to trying something that's objectively correct.
I don't think it is. If I'm being honest with you about it, I really don't think it is.
No.
All right, I'm gonna do the rest of the show staying up. My back hurts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get that sit-stand desk going.
I think that's one of those things that, like, in a White House, a White House situation where, there was because I can't do a sit-stand desk in here because the walls are, slanted. But in a White House situation where we could, redo some stuff, like, if we had some sort of like common work area, right? I could see a standing desk.
Like a hobby dad shop.
You really are advocating for that hobby Dan return, aren't you?
Big manifesting.
Maybe, one day maybe you'll get your wish.
Can't fault a man for trying, right?
Can't fault a man for trying. Maybe one day I'll get a wish where my fucking internet ever works.
It's rough.
I know.
Yeah, big internet problems.
I mean, we're still like we get like halfway into the show and then it starts like dropping.
He was roboting earlier.
Yeah. Well, that could have been.
I was blaming Discord.
I mean, no, you were Discord roboting earlier, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it quite literally could be Discord. Discord is just like. So let's talk about what the issue that we were talking about earlier with Discord. There's been an issue where when we're in Discord, it will randomly drop some of us, but we don't like actually disconnect.
Yeah.
It just
right.
It will we'll leave, but it doesn't show that we leave. But then for people who have like the entrance noises, like we'll come back in and the entrance noise will play, which makes some people think we're playing soundboards, which I thought was funny. Mm-hmm. And then when we're disconnected, everyone else's name has like an exclamation point, a yellow exclamation point next to them.
Yep.
And I don't think you can hover over it and it gives any information. It's just kind of like there. So I don't. Discord's one of those things that it just feels like Discord gets worse. It never gets better. Like I've never gone, wow, that was, in a couple of years at least in the early days. But it seems like I haven't ever gone, wow, this is a really good Discord update. I'm glad they did this. Because like even like forums, like I don't even feel like forums are well implemented, right?
Well, they could have done more for them. Like they made it so like they made it difficult to get bots working on them. They could have added more features to them.
Well, I think that's a bot author issue because that's all in the API. That's all very easy to do. I just think it has more to do with like the user base won't like. Why would you go through the trouble of adapting your bots to work in forums when like I don't like every other Discord I'm in, nobody uses forums except I'll tell you what the one use case I see for forums is. I'm in a bunch of Discords for like Minecraft add-ons. our server administration stuff, right? And, or better yet, let's use the example of like Skyrim mod packs. I see forums used for people to like make bug reports. And that's the only reason I ever see forums being used.
That's a pretty good use, I guess.
That's a great use case. That's a
I feel
wonderful
like
use case.
They're used more for organizing information than they are for actual conversation.
They are, right.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because of the way like a forum works. But forums used to be for conversation as well because, well, that's the only option we had. But some say we need to return.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind Discord dying. I don't think it will, but
Yeah. Probably not. But, you know. I could see it getting
go on.
less popular as they continue trying to like monetize it and stuff, though. I think they might eventually jump the shark in a way that people don't like.
What else do we
That's
have?
the problem with Discord in general, right? Like you said, there's never an update where you're like, wow, that was a really good update. It's all cringe, like brain rot monetization schemes.
Yeah.
They've definitely focused on the wrong things. I would say that like for me it's like a mixed bag where it's like for every one thing they add that I like, it's like there's like 3 things that I don't or something.
Man, remember when they tried to become a video games launcher?
I do. That went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah. I will say the actual in-client games that you can play like in voice chat aren't that bad. Like what in
The activity shit.
Yeah, and for like Photo Friends, they play those pretty often. And like some of them are good. Like the golfing one's actually kind of fun. But
Putt Party?
Yeah, Putt Party.
Do
It's decent.
not play that with Larry.
Yeah.
Dude will wreck your shit.
Yeah.
I think he's cheating. He's gotta.
Probably. But
Yeah, I'm installing hacks for my Discord activities.
Based.
Yeah, the activities are fine, but like that's the example of like a rare thing where it's like, okay, I could kind of see why you'd add this and it's not terrible, but like yeah, a lot of stuff I just don't give a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the feature updates too, if they're not for monetization for Discord itself, I feel like they heavily cater to the idea of people using Discord to join like creator communities, like dick, like like East Leb dick writing communities. I feel like a lot of servers are organized around that, so that's kind of what they like introduce features for as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really need any.
Oh no!
I mean, the most recent update that I guess they've been only rolling out to some people is like fucking image forward thing, and it's like, why? Just fucking copy and paste it, or like, do the reply feature. Like, it's also ugly on mobile because the fucking pictures are indented now.
I wonder if it's a way for them to not have to rehost the same content multiple times. Like they're hoping you'll do that, and like it just becomes like a redirect rather than like a re-upload or whatever for their servers. But I probably wouldn't use it even if I had access to it.
Because I hate to make this announcement, but Jack Carlson has died.
Yeah.
Do y'all even know? You went. Ooh. Do you even know who that is?
I don't. I was trying to be sympathetic, but I have no idea who he is.
Jack Carlson is the Mr. Democracy Manifest guy. Do you remember him?
Oh, the guy, the
succulent Chinese meal.
Succulent Chinese meal. Oh no.
Yeah. He was 82 though. Good run.
Yeah,
which is funny because that video is from like 91 and he looked old in it. So.
Yeah.
Of course, then again,
that's a shame.
He was 50, so I guess that's fair.
Jack Carlson.
It's so weird to think like people who were old when we were born are like still alive and like kind of kicking and like still doing shit.
Part of it is like
it'd be helpful if they started dying though, if I'm being honest.
Jesus.
Well, the boomers refused to die.
They did.
Yeah. Well, and the other part is that I think back then a lot of people looked older than they were actually at the time, so it like makes the effect even more dramatic. Because people just like the aging thing used to be crazy with people,
That's true.
Here it's coming back with Zoomers. Well, I guess Gen A more than Zoomer. But...
Yeah, is Gen A and Zoomers? They're like losing their hair at like 21. No, I mean that wasn't a shot at anyone. I was just saying like they, not even like in the cool way. They're just like
something in the water maybe.
Must be.
I think it's the the encouragement of hard drugs among children these days.
That's true. We don't know what all these Adderalls and shit are doing to the children.
And shit, hey, I mean, preview for the Friday show, you know, we got VP candidates trying to get them taking hormones. And like, I'm just saying, like, that can't be good for them.
Dude, if I have to see another fucking brat post, I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
There's no way that's not going to run out of steam.
That's shocker. It's from a Groiper.
I definitely agree with the sentiment that if anybody who uses brat as an adjective like that should be automatically flagged for PvP in real life.
Groipers are having a big downfall right now. I gotta say, I mean, they were great
Groiper sucks so fucking much, dude.
But like, they've really kind of like gone mask off in terms of just being like they have no fucking principles whatsoever.
Well, it's like the same shit that we ran into with like the Nurembergs on. I'm be real, guys. For a second, side note, I understand why Pat McAfee never sits down on his show.
Yeah,
it's a vibe. It's a vibe for
this.
sure.
This feels great. I love standing up. I feel like it's like it's like I'm engaged. It's like I'm active, right?
Yeah, you're ready for action. I get it.
I'm stanced up, dude. Mark Gormley, rest in peace.
I'm watching this video now. The Kamala, the brat herself, has actually drawn a pretty big crowd in Michigan.
Was it another free concert?
I'm hearing that might be a CGI crowd.
Yeah, I saw that post that somebody linked in poll or whatever where the Wisconsin crowd is CGI'd or something. Yeah,
this is video in Michigan.
Oh, okay, Michigan maybe.
Anyway, that's Friday conversation. What was I saying?
Friday.
I had a point. Oh, it's like we ran into with the Nurembergs, where like I feel like a bunch of their ideology is just like bullshit that they throw at the wall, so people talk about it. It's the political philosophy version of engagement farming, essentially. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh god, what the fuck?
Anyways. It's get tiresome. It does feel like there's like a lot of like just online and even just offline too. A lot of the loudest people just actually don't stand for anything and just kind of like yap in a way that will drive engagement.
Yeah,
it's becoming like just like dead discourse theory almost. Like actually people argue shit they don't even believe in anymore because it's like they have to be involved in something and they have to be getting their clicks and they have I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what else we got going on? Well, let's preview the Friday show, I guess. So we mentioned it. There will be a Friday show this week. I think we got some stuff lined up. We're gonna be talking Kamala's VP. We're gonna be talking what else?
Tim Waltz is brat, by the way.
Tim Waltz is 100% brat. I don't know what that means, and I kind of hate myself for saying it, but Tim Waltz is definitely brat. We're going to be talking JD Vance, other VP candidate. He had some based moments here lately.
Nice.
There was something else I just scrolled past. I thought I was like, we're gonna be talking Zoomer streamers and their impact on the 2024 presidential election.
Yeah,
that's a
couple of things.
That's a terrifying sentence to say out loud, gentlemen. But it's not
Zoomers in voting age now.
Well, as I'd say, it's not. It's actually, I think, good because obviously Trump. It was on Aiden Ross. There was this thing about how do I say this guy? Is it Kai Cenat? Is that how you say that? Kai Cenat apparently said no to Kamala and then said she's asked a lot of other people and they also said no, which is hilarious. That's legitimately hilarious though, because like in 2016, like streamers existed in 2016. I feel like there were some streamers that did like something with Hillary, and then 2020, of course, I know there was some streamers that did something with Biden, but the fact that they're coming out with like Kamala, that's a little controversial for me. Things because we've heard rumors that even though Waltz took VP, he wasn't plan A, B, or C. He was like plan L, maybe P. Like nobody wants to be her VP because it's essentially gonna be career suicide. Because, well, good luck. Anyway, that's all Friday. I scouted out some photography locations yesterday.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I got the stream's getting pretty low. I think within if it doesn't rain in, let me check my phone. If it doesn't rain in, because I don't think it's going to. Boys, it's hot by the way. I don't know if y'all have heard this.
Yeah, a little warm in the south.
It's not going to rain. Oh, shout out to next Thursday is going to be 89 though. Shout out. It's not going to rain for at least the next foreseeable 10 days. So I could see that water level getting real low. That, or I could just go buy some like knee-high rubber boots. Which I don't think would be the worst investment anyway in the long term.
Yeah, I mean, you might need them sooner or later.
Yeah, and then I think that's going to be a great shot. I can't wait to get in there. I also found there's a little suburb down the road from me that has a little like duck pond.
Oh.
Like and it's very it's Fairy Glen vibes to it. You know what I mean? Like something.
The baby ducks are free.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's a great point. Actually, I might grab a few. Y'all want some?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Am I grabbing? I'll grab a dozen, a baker's dozen or so. That being said, hey, I should go back over to that other lake because I shot it in like February, like dead of winter. Like it was still cold as shit. But now that everything's kind of bloomed, maybe I should go check it out again and see. Because that's the good thing about photography, you know? You can shoot a place, like, well, outdoor photography, like architecture and landscape and stuff. You can shoot it in one season and then go back in another season.
Right.
Especially if you live somewhere like y'all have it real good because your autumn is so like bright and vibrant, you know? And then winters, as you get up in the mountains and stuff, snow, right? And then summer can be so green. You have 3 really solid, distinct seasons. Like down here, we just have green and dead. That's it. We just have 2. And pine forests don't look great unless it's in snow. So it doesn't not that great in the winter or the summer. So yeah, I'll go look that. You done any photography lately, Devin?
I've done it a little bit. I'll probably do some more as summer winds down and it gets less hot out because there are locations that I've either been to or haven't been to yet, and I know they'll look better heavily green. So there's definitely some things in mind. I mean, like at some point, for example, aside from obviously going just deep into the mountains, there's still places like Greenback Castle that I'd like to go visit. Some stuff down there. So,
yeah.
If that's one direction I haven't gone. Like I've done some stuff north of here now and all that, but yeah, that's definitely a trip that I've had in mind for a while. So at some point.
We talked about the Olympics, but did we talk about me getting up the other day at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, I mean,
we did not.
That was
Pretty degenerate.
That was a disaster. I mean, the race was great. So I woke up for the men's cycling road race. Great race, by the way. Remco Evenepoel won gold by a 30-second gap. I mean, just the shot of him coming to the finish line, getting off his bike as he crossed the line, putting in front of him and striking a pose, and then the camera pulls out to reveal him at the base of the Eiffel Tower. Absolutely like iconic shit. Race was good. Waking up at 4 a.m. is not fun, gentlemen. I don't know if y'all are aware of this. I don't know if this has been going around. Waking up at 4 a.m. is not great because here's what I did.
No, it sucks.
Here's what I did. So last week I was still doing a 4-day run thing. I'm down to 2 days now because it's so hot. Until it gets cool again, I'm just running 2 days a week. Right. Last week, Friday, I ran worn out. Right. We didn't do our show. I had to close my eyes for a little bit. I was so tired. So then my plan was to go to bed on the couch or something at 1 or 2. I didn't until 2. And then I couldn't get to sleep at all. So by the time my alarm went off at 4, I hadn't really, that sleep that you can get into where you're not really asleep? Like time's moving quickly, but you're not really asleep. I was doing that for about 2 hours, and then I got woke up. And I was like, God, fuck me. But we pulled through, we pushed through. I slopped it up a little bit for breakfast during it. I had a very early, I had a 7:30 breakfast, which I think is the earliest I've had breakfast in my life. I did 2 egg McMuffins.
Nice.
Homemade McMuffins.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never actually had an egg McMuffin from McDonald's.
Really? That's a lot of people will say that's their best item.
I'm just
don't know if
not.
I'd say that, but
I'm weary of fast food eggs. And
Well, they've always done a good job with their egg there. There's some fast food eggs that are sketchy, but
yeah, here's the thing though. I've seen like them doing them like the back room, and they're in plastic containers, and they like boil them in the plastic. I'm like,
really, I feel like from what I've seen, they put them in a metal mold on the grill.
Well, maybe that was Taco Bell. Either way,
that sounds like a Taco Bell thing. I think. Oh yeah, it's definitely a Taco Bell thing.
I'm leery of it. I'm definitely leery of it.
No, actually, it's something that's one of the reasons why McDonald's has always been like such a big thing when they prepare breakfast. Like why it was a big thing for them to go all day breakfast is because they actually griddle up their eggs fresh, and the ones used for the egg McMuffin, what they do is they crack a fresh egg into a metal mold that keeps it kind of cylindrical.
I use one of those.
Yeah, and that's how they get the ring egg that goes on to the McMuffin. So it is a fresh egg actually.
I gotta learn how to do it better though, because mine never cooks all the way through. I mean, it does eventually, but I have to flip it, and that's kind of like a mess. So
I don't know. I would have to.
I don't know how they do it. Yeah,
I'm actually gonna look up a video of this right now.
Yeah, look up a video of that, because like I said, the way I always do it, it ends up being it's very soggy still on top.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And then when you flip it, you have to flip it real quick to get that perfectly cylindrical.
Yeah,
because otherwise it'll.
Real egg crackdown. Where's how to cook eggs like McDonald's does? Let's see what these videos have to offer.
Friday we'll also be talking about this hullabaloo in England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot to get into.
We will have a comment from our special London correspondent, who's not actually in London, but we're going to say it because it sounds fancy, and her opinions on it, which are definitely not autistic and biased.
Not the right link. Yeah.
Biased.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll have good input. I posted in the side chat the video of the ring egg thing. At 30 seconds, they show how they do it. I think they get consistency because they use a custom-made cover and they use multiple molds at once. So they crack, leading up to that, they crack real eggs into the molds.
What did you say?
And
30 seconds?
8 of them in a row.
Oh, I see.
And then they have and they break the yolks, so it kind of mixes a little bit in.
What was the water on top about?
It sounds like they might maybe that creates a seal, it weighs it down, or maybe maybe they put that shot of water kind of around it on the grill and it steams.
Okay, so that's how they're getting the consistency is the heat. Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely getting a way for the heat to kind of dome over the top so it cooks on all sides.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm a McGriddle guy, and until I came to the sticks. It was folded egg. There was no way around it. It was folded egg. No choices.
Yeah.
But around here, you can pay a little bit extra. I think it's 99 cents extra, and they replace the folded egg with a fresh cracked egg, like they do on the McMuffins.
I don't have a problem with the folded eggs there either, to be honest. But yeah,
they're okay. But the fresh egg on a McGriddle is money.
Yeah, the McGriddles are really good. It's definitely a special sandwich. But I've always liked the McMuffins as well. I do say that if you're actually hungry for breakfast, I kind of feel like you kind of have to down 2 McMuffins to really get yourself full, in my opinion. But whereas the McGriddle one can kind of do it, but they're good.
Something I got by complete accident not long ago. I ordered a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle and got a chicken and cheese McGriddle by mistake.
Oh, dude, the chicken McGriddle is great. It's like a chicken and waffle vibe.
It's got a little chicken and waffle vibe to it. It was interesting. I just wasn't ready for it, and I was pissed off that they got my order wrong, so I didn't enjoy it.
Well, the cheese might be a little weird. I don't know if I do the cheese, but
I like the cheese with the pancake. I don't.
Well, I don't feel like chicken sandwiches. I don't tend to do cheese anyways, unless it's automatically included. I wouldn't ever add it to a chicken sandwich because I just don't think chicken needs it the way a burger does.
I just put it on to make Tony mad.
But
fucking deal with it.
But yeah, just the sandwich that's when it's just straight up just the McGriddle buns and just the fucking chicken patty, it's pretty good. And I like to add a little hot sauce to that.
I have to try it again to see if I actually like it that way. Like I said, I was in the mood for cheese that morning, and I got a chicken.
It's basic, and it's also one of their cheaper breakfast sandwiches. Actually, if you get it with just the chicken, so
yeah, they do that. $3 breakfast sandwich deal, which is, obviously not what it used to be, but still not a horrible deal.
No.
I'll usually morning wise, if I stop at the Macca's, I'll get I'll do the $3 breakfast sandwich deal and they do a dollar large soda, so I'll get a Coke Zero usually to go with it. So
see, it's a
$4.
shame because at least at most locations down here, they don't do the any size dollar soda anymore. It's like a little bit more than that. It's kind of bullshit.
Okay.
Again,
Yeah, they do
just
it here.
inflation's. Yeah, it's for a while that was the big promo, like any size $1. It's like that's one of the main reasons I'd actually go to McDonald's, because you could order like a lot of shit kind of a la carte, right, and then just get the big soda with it and like slop out. But yeah, I'll just say that McDonald's is fine if you use coupons, I guess.
Stack up those points.
Yeah, a big app guy. It's only way I can really go out, actually.
I use the apps on the burritos. Like if I feel like having a sausage burrito from McDonald's, very underrated breakfast item, by the way.
Yeah, I still gotta try that Wendy's burrito that you mentioned. Still gotta try that.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, like I've liked their other breakfast products.
You gotta get old boy up in time to get that Wendy's burrito though.
Yeah. Well, and it's so rare that it's kind of rare that I kind of want to go out for breakfast like that, because I feel like if it's just something that's bacon and eggs style, that's like a very easy category of food to do at home, right? Like you can make it just as good as anywhere else, because it's like it's not the full slop experience for me. But I have liked their other stuff though, like the honey butter like chicken croissant or whatever that they have, and the breakfast baconator is pretty good.
Yeah, the burrito is kind of baconator coated. It's got that same kind of cheese sauce in it.
Let's see. I could go for a baconator right now.
Well, it's time for our favorite time of the show.
Mm-hmm.
What did we learn on the show tonight, boys?
What about Tay's? He's got a pretty good ability to make up backstories for fictional women.
I mean,
yeah, I learned there's a lot of deep lore behind the Warframe thoughties.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I want to go back to Devin. Is it that shocking? I'm a writer. That's making up characters is what I do.
Right. No, I get it. I'm saying it is an impressive feat.
Okay. I learned apparently maybe a better way to make my egg McMuffins at home.
Oh, there you go.
Tim, what'd you learn? Or did he say?
I don't think I ever want to discuss Warframe thoughtery ever again.
I think you already knew that, but we'll accept it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. We'll be back Friday with our sport. Well, actually, hey, sports show will be back very soon. By the way, a couple of 3 weeks.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's say 4.
Is that the football season or
yeah.
What's okay?
Month from yesterday. So.
Oh my God.
All right. See y'all Friday.